Barrenness is a state of being. Like, can you imagine that we only think of barrenness in the terms, or we only think of barrenness when we think of women that can't conceive or have children, or the ones that is difficult for them to conceive, like women with PCOS. It's a spirit that affects every aspect of your life. Like, it shows up in your progress, your milestones, your ability to conceive, your ability to execute, and your ability to be successful. Your ability to be fruitful and multiply in all areas of your life. May God help us. I'm on a challenge. I've been on this challenge for about 2 years now. I'm trying to see if the scriptures can become living within my own life. Like, not just words on a page. Like Genesis 26 verse 5 says, sorry y'all, I have a physical Bible, so sometimes when I'm looking down, I'm looking at this physical Bible. Verse 5 says, Genesis 26 verse 5 says, because Abraham obeyed me and did everything I required of him, keeping my commands, my decrees, and my instructions. Like, this is what the Lord told Isaac about his father Abraham. Like, this is how the Lord viewed Abraham. Like, because Abraham obeyed me and did everything I required of him, keeping my commands, my decrees, and my instructions. Those are the words from the Almighty God. That's how he viewed Abraham. I said that to say that as we're reading these words, like, have we ever considered like what it takes for somebody to be viewed like that by the Almighty God? The Pharisees are known to be super religious, stuffy people who are one way at church, but they're another way at home. And they have like all these rules and regulations for other people that are man-made, but like they do not even abide to like the very things that the Lord asked them to do. And I don't think that Abraham was one of those people, because then God wouldn't have credited him to be righteous. Like, because in God's eyes, like, righteousness is not connected to like the things that we do and like what we say, da da da. I don't think he never felt fear, never felt depression. He never felt like, Lord, what in the world is going on? Because like, I've read the Bible from Genesis to Revelations, and literally reading Abraham's story, like, there's a couple times when Abraham was like, well, how do I know that I'm gonna get a son? Because like, you told me that I'm gonna get a son, but like, how do I know that I'm gonna get a son? I said that because Genesis 15 verse 6 says, Abraham believed the Lord and he credited to him righteousness. So Abraham believed the Lord. Keyword, Abraham believed the Lord, and then he credited to him as righteousness, meaning, but because Abraham believed the Lord, meaning like, if I tell you that the sky is blue, you believe that the sky is black. You're not questioning it. Even if people are telling you that the sky is pink, you're like, no, the Lord said that the sky is blue, so I believe the Lord. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for you? Like, what does it mean to have trouble in our lives and we believe God's promises over us? Like, what does it mean for the Lord to have promised you something? You heard him clearing your spirit in prayer, and you believe him, even if it does not look like it's gonna happen. Like, this looks impossible. What does it mean to be somebody, to get in trouble, and then instead of like figuring out a way to deliver yourself, like, you turn and you ask the Lord, you call upon the Lord and ask him for direction, and he answers you and tells you to go left or go right, like David. Like, every time David went to war, every single time something happened, when they stole his kids and stole his wife, he went to the Lord and the Lord gave him direction. Like, what does that look like in real life for me? What does that look like practically for me? Because it's cool to read these words, but what does it look like when I do it? I gotta figure this out. Like, I gotta figure this out because I want to be a living testimony too. I don't just want to read other people's testimonies. Like, I want to be a living testimony too. Like, I want a book of me written too, where trials and tribulations came and I overcame them by the blood of the Lamb. Like, and I encourage everyone that's listening to me, I encourage you to join me on this challenge also, because where will we be in 5 years? Like, what is our life going to look like in 5 years? Because like, when the Lord told Abraham to leave the land of Ur, like, he had no idea that the Lord will prosper him the way that he did. He had no idea that he was finna be the father of Israel. Like, he had no idea, bro. He just took a leap of faith. He just followed the voice that was telling him to go, and he just went with all of his heart. Like, what does that look like for us in the next 5, 10, 15 years? Anyways, I wrote a book called Things I Wish My Mother Taught Me. I share some of the things that the Lord has taught me through hard lessons. These lessons will will bring a fresh outlook for you, but will also allow you to take a deeper dive into your own life. Because although this book is a testimony, this book wasn't written for me. It was written for you. The link is attached. The link is attached in the bio. Subscribe. You get a free devotional, information on when the book will drop. Listen, we all in this boat together. We all on this floating rock trying to figure it out. But I pray that God helps us.